Hi, welcome to another review by Sparky, and today I'm going to review Superman the Motion Picture Anthology Blu-ray set. One thing to note about this set is if you've seen any of the video, any American versions of the video, the box that it comes in is slightly different, as in it pulls up the way, and the Superman S here is a little bit thicker than on this box to make it a lot more sturdy. But this one we get the basic sleeve. As you maybe noticed, the S here is 3D, so it's very nice. And there's a look at the back. So it's very nicely packaged. The set includes Superman the movie, Superman the extended edition, Superman 2 and Superman 2 the Richard Donner cut, which I believe is the better, more consistent version of the film, as Richard Donner was making both movies, and during the making of Superman 2 he had fallouts with the producers and left the picture, and he was replaced. So the final product we eventually got from Superman 2 didn't quite move along nicely enough, and the story was a bit off, but the Superman 2 definitely moves the story on a lot more, and there's some extra scenes. One in particular, probably the most important scene that was added in, when he goes back to the Fortress of Solitude, where he's just gave up his powers and he's going back to try and get them back. And on the original theatrical release of the film, he literally just finds the green crystal, and the next time you see him, pretty much he's Superman again with all his powers. But with the Richard Donner cut, it actually adds a scene where he's having a conversation with the 3D hologram of his father and his mother as well, I believe, if memory serves. And that just gives that plot line a lot more meat and potatoes, to give you more reason to care and to get his powers back. So from there we've got Superman 3 as well, Superman 4 The Quest for Peace, and Superman Returns is also on here. Now this set is also loaded with special features, absolutely loaded. There's lots of documentaries. You will believe the cinematic saga of Superman, Look Up in the Sky, The Amazing Story of Superman, and also I believe it was a short from the original live action Superman series, Superman and the Mole Men, with Christopher Reeve, not Reeves. And that is actually a fairly, for the time, it is actually a fairly good Superman movie for the time. So I think it's on for about 40 minutes. So we'll get the unboxing. So the box is quite thick, fold out with the Superman logo, like the cape from the original films. You open it out there. This is where all of the listings are for the series on the inside here. So just to give you an idea of some of the bonus features that are on here throughout the so you've got the documentaries that I mentioned. There are some classic cartoons from Warner, from some of the characters, Super Rabbit, Super Duck, a couple of episodes that were Superman based, but were very silly, but they're very entertaining cartoons. They only run for about 10 minutes or so each. And some TV spots and that on there. Now, once you get into the later discs, we've got the very special original Superman animated series that was done by, I believe it was around about the 40s and 50s, to be shown in the movie theatres. At that time, that's where you went to see cartoons at that time, was in the movie theatres. And I believe it was, what was the name of it? Can't see it here at the minute. When I see it, I'll bring it up. But it was the original 50s cartoon, which actually depicted Superman flying for the first time. The first episode or so, Superman doesn't fly. He leaps, and he just looks silly. So they decided to allow him to fly, and from that day on, including in the comic books, Superman fly. But that was the first time he ever flew. So moving on to the Superman 2, you've got more some cartoons. It was the Fleischer cartoons. That was the Max Fleischer cartoons was the name of those cartoons. And some trailers and a making of Superman 2 on there as well. So I won't go through all the special features, but pretty much we got those cartoons, we got some documentaries on the making of the films, and some extra stuff thrown in on the story of Superman from start to up until that current date. So I'll open the discs out. All the discs are slightly different from each other. So you've got Superman the movie and the extended edition here at the front there. Then there's Superman 2 and the Richard Donner cut, Superman 3 and Superman 4. Then we have the Superman Returns, and this disc here is a special bonus disc which has the majority of the featured stuff. So the Look Up in the Sky is on there. You Will Believe the cinematic saga is on there. It gives you the mythology of Superman, the Heart of a Hero, and there is a TV pilot for the Adventures of Super Pup on there as well. So it's absolutely chock full. Probably every documentary and the special feature that was ever done for these movies is on here. So it's definitely a must have. So I would pick these up. You could probably pick this up now, I would have thought, for around £20. I would have thought. You'll need to check that out for yourself to see what they actually sell these for. But if you're a huge fan of the original movies, definitely a must have. There's like I said before, there's absolutely loads of special features on here. Absolutely loads. This will take you a few days to get through. Even to sit and binge watch them, it would probably take you a few days. But it's definitely worth having alone for having those original Superman cartoons, the Fleischer cartoons. That the animation is absolutely fantastic, considering it was before some of the cartoons that came out in the 60s, like your Spider-Man cartoons and the Superman cartoons that came out then, and the Thor and Captain America, all these cartoons that came out around about the 60s. I believe it was around 66, 65 those cartoons came out. Through the lack of funds, those cartoons aren't very well animated. A lot of the scenes, there's not a lot of movement, it's just the character depicted with his mouth moving. There's very little in the way of movement, but these cartoons really pushed the boat out and showed what was possible with animation even that far back, before Walt Disney even released Snow White. The Fleischer were the main leaders in the cartoons at that time. They were the creators, funny enough, of Betty Boop and Max the Cat, I believe, was a other big creation around about that time. But they really pushed the boat out with the animation for these, and they're absolutely fantastic. The only downer is you won't see any Superman villains that you would, like Lex Luthor or Metallo, nothing like that, as the Kryptonite stuff and all those villains hadn't come in to the comics yet. It's basically all kind of like mad scientists throwing up obstacles against Superman until he eventually catches up with him. So you won't really see much in the way of fight scenes. It'll be more feats of strength, Superman lifting heavy objects and allowing allowing the train to run over his bodies in there, that they eventually used in the Superman film, where he allowed the train to run over his back. That was inspired from the cartoon. So, but it's definitely worth a pick up if you're a Superman fan, and I must add, even for any comic book fan. So thanks for watching the video. Feel free to give it a thumbs up and leave any comments, positive or negative, about the video things you think I could have done better, things you think that were well done. And subscribe as well would be great as well. The more subscribers we get, the more videos I'll do, and we'll take it from there. So thanks very much, and hope to see you again next time. Thank you.